Om Shanti. Today's Murli is a reflection for all of us and an answer to our question as to how to remain stable in this stage of remembrance. Today, Baba is giving us easy methods to stabilize ourselves every moment in the stage of remembrance. So let's read this Murli together, which is dated 4th of July, 1971. Title of the Murli is Easy Method of Remembrance. In which stage have all of you sitting here stabilized yourselves? What stage would you call your stage of remembrance at the present time? Do you have double remembrance in this stage or single remembrance? Reflect on this question of what Baba means when he says, do you have double remembrance in this stage or single remembrance? And we shall churn this during our churning time. Would you call the stage of the present time the stage of being karmatit or the stage of having the consciousness of being an angel? Those who think that this stage is anything other than the Avyak stage, raise your hands. Are you able to perform actions while stabilizing yourself in such an Avyak stage throughout the day? Someone answered, no. What you are writing now is also performing an action, is it not? So while we listen to the Murli, we take down points. So Baba is bringing our attention to that action of ours. And he says, and he's asking us, writing now is also performing an action, is it not? So, are you not able to have such a stage whilst performing an action? At present, we are sitting personally in front of Baba, as someone answered from the group there. If you constantly think that Baba is with you, that he is personally in front of you, you would then constantly have the stage. Which stage? The stage of being with Baba, the stage of being in remembrance of Baba. Those people pay special attention when they go into such an atmosphere. Those people here stands for people in the Bhakti Marg as and people in the Lokik world when they go for special spiritual pilgrimage. Baba is talking about them here. He says, those people pay special attention when they go into such an atmosphere, and then that attention becomes the method for their safety. In the same way, no matter what ordinary action you may be performing, you must pay attention in creating an Avyak stage every now and then. And whenever you perform any task, if you constantly consider Bab Dada to be your companion and then do that task with double force, what would your stage be? Firstly, you would easily be able to maintain your awareness. Just as you are easily able to stay in remembrance by considering Baba to be personally in front of you, in the same way, if you constantly move along considering the Father to be your companion whilst performing every action, then that is easy remembrance. Is it not? Those who constantly remain together automatically have remembrance of each other because of that company. So, by being such companions or by giving the intellect the company of the truth, there constantly has to be the company of the truth. So in Hindi we say, Jaisa Sang Vaisa Rang. So if you remain in the company of the truth, you will constantly remain in remembrance of the truth, that is the Almighty Authority God, Baba. You are those who stay in the company of the truth. You are in the company of the truth at every second and at every step, are you not? If you constantly keep yourself in the company of the truth, then remembrance would be easy. And because you have powerful company, you will have double the force in every task. Because there is a remembrance that I am an instrument and the Almighty Baba, Almighty God, is getting the task done from me. His power is with me. Because of having double the force, the task that you considered to be difficult, because of your stage, will become easy because there is double the force. Then, in spite of accomplishing just one task, you can accomplish double the tasks in that same time. One is easy remembrance, the second is success, and the third is zeal and enthusiasm in every action and the attainment of cooperation. This is why you must constantly stay in the company of the truth. When people come to you, you tell them the discipline of constantly staying in the company of the truth. So you must also constantly have this practice. Then the remembrance that you find difficult and all the thoughts you have of how to have remembrance and where to focus your mind will finish. You will easily attain success in your actions. In this, whether you have the company of the corporal form or the company of the incorporeal form, there has to be the company of the truth. You have the relationship of the corporal form eternally throughout the entire cycle. So, whether you either have the corporal or the incorporeal consciousness, that is remembrance, you must definitely have remembrance. The intellect must not have the company of anyone except Bab Dada. In order to become angels, your relationship with the Father must be very strong. If your relationship is strong, you will definitely become angels. Now, you simply have to put your relationships right. If you have all relationships with one, you are easily and constantly an angel. What else is there that the intellect could be drawn there? Is there anything else that remains? Have you blocked all relationships and all paths or not? If the road is open, the intellect runs there. Now that all your relationships are finished and the path are blocked, where else can the intellect go? If there is only one path and one relationship, you become angels. Check which path or which relationship is not yet fully blocked. So Baba is asking us to check the leakage in which of the relationships we are still connected with in the Lokik world. Check which path or which relationship is not yet fully blocked. If it is even slightly open, people try to pass through there. If it is completely closed, they cannot go there. If there is even a hole, they may touch it but pass through there. Here too, if the road is even slightly open, the intellect goes there. Since you give many easy, wise methods again and again on how to close the path, how will you now block it? You also hear them in the Murli every day. Do you remember them? Which method do you have that will bring your awareness back from the stage of forgetfulness? Which method do you have that will bring your awareness back from the stage of forgetfulness? There is only one image through which you remember Bap Dada and the inheritance. If you constantly keep this stage in front of you, all other paths will be blocked. Whatever pictures or literature you have printed, you put this block on it. If this block is applied to the intellect, all other roads are blocked. This is an easy method, and you have also been given a signal. You hear this in the Murli every day. There is no Murli in which there is not this method. This is very easy. If you tell little children to keep this image constantly in their consciousness, even they are able to do it. Although you put on a badge, you have to become an embodiment of remembrance in your intellect. All the different types of awareness are included in the awareness of this one picture. The essence of the entire knowledge is merged in this one picture. You have attained this through the knowledge of the Creator and the creation, have you not? The more you adapt these methods, the more you adopt these methods, the easier your effort will become. Do not become confused. What is remembrance? What should we remember? I do not know if this is remembrance or not. Baba says you purposely confuse yourself. What is remembrance? Whether remembrance of the Father is through his actions or whether remembrance of the Father is through his virtues, it is still remembrance. Whether it is remembrance of his form, his name, his virtue, or his task, it is still the remembrance of one. You people make it very difficult. Whilst you say that remembrance is difficult, there is no force in that. Instead, you just remain in the course. Make that easy. What else is there apart from Baba? Since you have considered the Father to be the one you love in every relationship in a practical way, do you have to think of a plan to remember him? Sometimes you make an easy thing difficult, and in other cases, the path is still open, and the intellect therefore has to make effort again and again to bring itself back. You get tired in this. Your head becomes heavy. You consider it to be difficult and so give yourself a difficulty. So, the easy method is first to close all these roads. Just as the government announces it is to close something, so you also have the order from Bab Dada that you all other roads and you will then be liberated from all difficulties. Everything will become easy and it will then become natural. Is it difficult or easy to maintain this attention? It is not difficult, but you make it difficult. If you continue to keep paying attention to this from time to time, you would not find it difficult. So the method is to be agile and to be attentive to the stage. Every moment, am I in the company of Baba? You have been careless and you therefore now find it difficult. Whatever you are taught in your childhood easily stays in your awareness. The older you grow, the more difficult it becomes to bring something back into your awareness. Here too, those who have had the practice of paying attention to this from childhood have a natural chart of remembrance even today. Those who have been careless in paying attention to this from the beginning will now find it difficult. Now, let the past be the past and consider yourself to be a child in the company of the Father. By considering yourself to be this, you will be able to keep the life of your childhood in your awareness. Baba says, remember your childhood in your spiritual journey. Bachpan ke din bhulana dena is what we heard in a couple of Sakar Murlis in Hindi. The more you keep this in your awareness, the more help you will receive, and the difficult tasks will then become easy. From this moment onwards, do not allow yourself to be separated from the Father for even a second. Always think that you have the Father's company and that your hand is in the Father's hand. If the hand of a young child is in the hands of an older person, the stage of the child remains carefree and free from any worry. Therefore, you should always think that Bab Dada is with you and that your hand in this alokik life is in his hand. That is, your life is in his hand. He is holding your hand every moment. Remember, that is what Baba is telling us. It is then his responsibility. You should give all the burdens to the Father. Just give me a minute. It is then his responsibility. You should give all the burdens to the Father and make yourself light. If you do not have any burdens, would you find anything difficult? The method to remove the burden and to make that which is difficult easy is to hold on to the Father's hand and to keep him as your companion. Let's underline the statement. The method to remove the burden and to make that which is difficult easy is to hold on to the Father's hand and to keep him as your companion. This is easy, is it not? Then, whether the Father enters your consciousness or whether Dada, that is Brahma Baba, enters your consciousness, you will have the consciousness of Baba. With the consciousness of Dada, there will also be the consciousness of the Father. They cannot be separated. If you develop love for the corporeal form, then your intellect will move away from all others. It is not a small thing to have love for the corporeal form. Even love for the corporeal form enables you to move your intellect away from the love and relationships of everyone else. So, at least it is a method to break away from everyone else and forge a relationship with the One. Through the corporal form, you will remember the incorporeal One. You only developed love for the corporal form when both Bab and Dada came together. Remember this, that you only developed love for the corporal form, that is Brahma Baba, when both Bab and Dada came together. That's Brahma Baba and Shiv Baba. When they came together is when you developed love for the corporal form. If Bab and Dada had not been combined, you would not have had as much love for the corporal form. Just as Bab and Dada are combined in the same way, so just give me a sec. With the consciousness of Dada, there will always be the consciousness of the Father. They cannot be separated. If you develop love for the corporal form, then your intellect will move away from all others. It is not a small thing to have love for the corporal form. Even love for the corporal form enables you to move your intellect away from the love and relationship of everyone else. So at least it is a method to break away from everyone else and forge a relationship with the one. Through the corporal form, you will remember the incorporeal one. You only developed love for the corporal form when both Bap and Dada came together. If Bap and Dada had not been combined, you would not have had as much love for the corporal form. Just as Bap and Dada are combined in the same way, your remembrance will also be combined. Do not ever think that it is difficult. Become easy yogis. You have been difficult yogis from the copper age onwards. Sorry for the inconvenience. Just give me a second. The cut away from the hatha yogis from this category. However, if you yourselves have not become easy yogis, you are called difficult yogis, and it becomes one and the same thing. You have to become easy yogis. Accurate remembrance is to be an easy yogi constantly and just make your stage powerful from time to time. You are on the stage, so from time to time, fill yourself with the force of attention and make the stage of your remembrance powerful. The stage of descent has now finished. Or are you still in that stage? That is why you have now come into the stage of ascent, is it not? Just think about the timetable of one day. There will either be remembrance of the corporal form or remembrance of the incorporeal form. The activities are also activities of the yajna. The yajna has been created by the father of the yajna. So, when you speak of the activities of the yajna, there will be the remembrance of the father, will there not? Whenever you are carrying out any activities, always think that you are on godly service and doing the business of the yajna. One is to stay directly in the stage of destroying your sins and to destroy your sins with full force. And the second is that the more you keep your intellect busy in pure thoughts and churning, the more that power accumulates, and that will gradually finish those sins. When you fill the intellect with this, whatever was in the intellect previously will automatically be removed. One is to empty something first and then to fill it with something else. And The second is to remove something by filling it with something else. If you do not have the courage to empty something, the previous contents can automatically be removed by filling it with something else. That stage will be created automatically. On the one hand, you will be filling it with something, and on the other hand, it is being emptied. Then the stage you wish to have will become natural. You will have that stage whenever you wish. If you do not have the stage of emptying something with full force, there is also another method. Continue to fill it, and then the other will automatically continue to be removed. Have the consciousness that it is now the stage of ascent. If all paths are closed, the intellect will not go anywhere. There are marks received through carrying out the business of the yajna and also for doing physical service. This 100% marks will also help you to pass with honors. However, it is essential that when you have to carry out the business of the yajna or do service through words, you should have the aim that you are doing godly service, service of the yajna. Then you will automatically remember the creator of the yajna. Whenever you carry out any task, just think about who the backbone is that made you an instrument to carry out that task. Even though you are an instrument, who is the backbone? Can you stay in your body without your backbone? Without the backbone, you cannot attain success in any task. Whenever you carry out any task, just think of yourself as an instrument and of the one who is inspiring you. On the path of devotion, you used to use the word Karan Karavan Har, but you used it with a different meaning. However, whatever actions you are performing at the present time, Baba is Karan Karavan Har in that, is he not? The Father is the one who is inspiring you, and you are the instrument to carry it out. If you perform actions with this consciousness, is that not easy remembrance? Is that not constant remembrance? Then, even if you come down whilst joking, you will experience it as though you are an actor on stage. He just thinks that he played the part of making others laugh for their benefit. He experiences himself to be on his stage. One moment he plays one part, and the next moment another part. He experiences it to be a play. It is as though he is playing a part just as an observer. So that is being an easy yogi, is it not? Make remembrance easy. When this course of remembrance has become easy, when you then give the course to anyone, you will also definitely fill that one with the force of remembrance. By just giving the course, subjects are created, but with force in the course, anyone can come into a close relationship. there will be the experience of being loving and detached. So, all of you are easy yogis. Do not use force. You have seen many difficulties over the 63 births. And so, if you still remain in difficulty in this birth of making easy effort, when would you experience it to be easy and natural? This is called easy yoga, is it not? This is not difficult yoga. This easy yoga will enable you to rule there easily. Rule where? Rule in the golden age in Satyug easily. There will not be any difficulties there. You will take the sanskars of here with you there. If you have the sanskars of difficulty until the end, how would you rule there easily? The pictures of the deities that are made definitely shows their faces as being easy natured. They portray this special virtue. There is easiness in their features, which you call being innocent. To the extent that someone is an easy effort maker, accordingly, he will be simple in his thoughts, simple in his words, and simple in his deeds. Such a soul is called an angel. Acha, Om Shanti. We shall take pause for a few moments and then we come back to share the reflection of today's movie. We can unmute ourselves and share our takeaways from today's movie.
Om Shanti. Good morning, everyone. Very beautiful, Murli. I like the point where my Baba says that uh, the method to remove all the burden is to hold on to the Father's hand and to keep Him as your company throughout. By this, all the tasks become easy. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti sister, good morning. Also, Baba mentions that if you close all doors, one door opens. So close the doors of remembrance of all others, and then the door of remembrance of Baba opens up, where you can have an easy remembrance. Om Shanti.
Adding on to what you just mentioned, Vinod Bhai, let's reflect on what Baba mentions. How do we close all paths? There are two methods he's spoken about this in today's Murli. Would anybody like to reflect on that?
By
Cut
emptying
away
out
the,
our minds, yes, sir, you may
cut,
go
uh,
ahead.
cutting away the Hatha Yogi category.
Yeah. Specifically, how do you maintain relationships and how do you, the point that Vinod Bhai brought in, what are the two methods that Baba is speaking about? Vinod Bhai, you were sharing something?
Yes, sister. I was thinking like we spend time with our friends. We have to spend time with Baba, be it in simple form of writing note to him or by listening to his music. There is very fine song, Chalo Kare Hum Sair Ruhani Chalo Kare Hum Sair Haath Mein Haath Liye Baba Ke Chalo Kare Hum Sair. So this music I used to listen during my training days, and the training period used to go very easy. It had become a norm that whenever I'm going there, I have to listen to this song. So the days passed by very easily. So these two methods I prefer, writing down in a diary or by listening to Baba songs that I could get back into the remembrance mode. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Omba, you unmuted yourself. Would you like to share?
Yeah. Om Shanti. Good morning, Divine Family. Two methods. One method which I remember is that it's like a bucket of water. If there is a dirt in that bucket, then we just put it under a tap and open the tap of the fresh water. Then gradually we will find that entire bucket water is also now clean. So this is a second method Baba spoke about, that if we, and the first method was that we keep, removing the, put a filtering plant or some kind of a filter which will clean the dirty water. And if that is difficult for some souls, then we can, then Baba gives the second method, that you just don't do anything, just put it under a tap of the fresh water, and automatically you will find one day the entire bucket of water is clean. So basically, mind, within the mind, how to create positive thoughts, elevated thoughts. So one is to go and see the churn the Murli. Murli is a collection of elevated thoughts, and just listen to Murli and understand it, imbibe it, feel it, feel those uh, Mahavags. So automatically the mind becomes clean. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Divine Family, good morning. Just adding on to that same, one method is to like opposite emptying and then filling it. So I guess it's like if we need to, I'm just trying to see other side of it. If we need to transform our sanskar, like we understand that we have a bad sanskar and we want to replace it with a new one. So one method is to start something new. As we go with the new sanskar over a period of time, and we don't use our old sanskar, then our old sanskar will become, not being used. It will become, it will slowly die, and the new sanskar will start emerging. It's like you have a bike, two bikes, one old bike and the new bike you bought, and then you start using the new bike for continuously, and keep the old one aside. And as you see, slowly the old one will dust will accumulate, and air also will go, and slowly it become useless. So similarly, we can take new sanskars from Baba's Murli, and then apply it on ourselves, and then start using it, and over a period of time, repeatedly using it, that becomes our sanskar. So that will replace something new. So I think this is one method. Okay.
Yeah, wonderful sharings on the methods that Baba has spoken. Let's take one more sharing before we move on to the meditation. Would anybody like to share?
Om
Yes,
Shanti.
Srinivas brother. Yeah.
So Baba refers here to two methods. One is the direct method, with which, with full force, you can both destroy your sins, as well as create a very powerful. So Baba refers to this method as the volcanic yoga, Jwala Swarupyat. It is this method that allows you to completely change your sanskars by destroying your sins. So it is something like you need detachment for this first. Baba has already mentioned you need all the roads, all the paths should be blocked. Rista and Rasta. All the roads are blocked and all the relationships are integrated with one. And when you do this kind of yoga, you get double the benefit. One is you're destroying your sins, you're changing your sanskars, and you are on a very, very, very powerful stage, as if this stage is called Upram Avastha, which Brahma Baba practiced during his last days. Means he is here, but still not present. It is also called the essence full stage. And apart from that, Baba also says, this stage is not always possible. So there is an alternate way, and alternate way is keep filling yourself with this gyan. The moment you start filling it, what will happen is it's like a container. You have a big container and there's dirt inside it. You start pouring it till it overflows. So some dirt also overflows, and whatever remains, it settles at the bottom and the water becomes pure. This is already we are filled with so many sanskars, old sanskars that keep interrupting us. So to overcome that, what you need to do is do the churning of the knowledge. Fill yourself with so much knowledge that the effect of the old doesn't stay at all. It either overflows or stays at the bottom. So these are the two methods. And the first powerful method is the volcanic yoga. Since it's not always possible to be in that stage, so there's also a second method. Om Shanti.
Yes. Thank you for sharing that. We'll just read out on some points that's been shared on the chat. So, Girjaban mentions forgetfulness to awareness, love for corporal and incorporeal both, one image, one company, hand in hand. Beautiful methods, easy methods that she's put across. Radhamani sister says, always remember the creator of the yajna. Girjaban further mentions, I am an instrument. He is inspiring me, inspiring me. So thanks for all the sharings. And today we invite Harpreet Ben to take us through a commentary based, a quick commentary on meditation. Over to you, Harpreet Ben.
Om Shanti, everyone. Sit back and relax and connect to your inner self, observing your breath as you breathe in and breathe out, calming yourself down and observing Baba's image or light as you feel connected, relaxing yourself completely. Now focus on your inner light, the point in the center of your forehead, behind your eyes, glowing so beautifully and ready to experience the soul conscious state. See the light now exiting your body, feeling so light and joyful, leaving the earth far behind as you go upwards, experiencing the joy and warmth of Baba's light, going closer and closer to the source. As you go up, experience the oneness with the universe, the soul conscious state, the beautiful loving energy of the divine force. And you see Baba there with his open arms ready to receive you, my child, my loving child, blessing you with such intense light and warmth and love that my own soul shines so brightly, receiving that beautiful energy. See that happening. I am a pure soul. I am a peaceful divine soul. I am a loving soul. I am a powerful soul. And as you recognize these beautiful attributes of your soul, the power of Baba's light shining across the universe, you yourself can spread that light to all the souls all over the place. See them all becoming brighter as we all connect to each other in this divine state, experiencing the beauty of being soul conscious, seeing the purity and divinity in each one. And Baba's light, his beautiful smile, his beautiful embrace, his kind grace blessing us all. Thank you, Baba. Thank you for everything. And now he beckons us to return to complete our journey in this worldly life. So see your soul in that powerful, loving state, returning back to your body in a beautiful physical body, which is strong, healthy, and energetic, to be the instrument of the soul and Baba's instrument. Visualize and experience the vibrations in your mind, body, soul. I'm pure, powerful, loving, energetic, happy, and courageous and powerful soul with a strong body and strong mind. Have a great day ahead. Be the beautiful instrument of Baba. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Harpreet Ben, for taking us through the journey. Thank you, Divine Family. Let's be in this stage of an instrument for the day. And we shall meet tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. with the Sunday surprise session tomorrow. Om Shanti.
Thank you.